When I was younger, I was obsessed with many things. There was Wings, a vid's coming on that, Sunrio, of course, a vid's coming on that, and Sonic. I grew up with the Sonic series. We had all the games and we played them like non-stop on my dad's PlayStation 3. In this video, I'm going to be drawing some of the Sonic characters, my top 3, and in the next video, I'll probably do some more. Let's go! We're starting off with Sonic, and the first thing I want to say is that whenever I look at this speed paint, all I can think about is Gordon Ramsay's, because I was binge watching Kitchen Nightmares while drawing this. So this drawing was actually pretty fun to do, and I think it's the best out of all 3 of the drawings I did. I really like it. Just seems like Sonic to me, and I really liked how it came out. Right here I'm just doing the sketch, and guys, I did line art. I know, right? It's so crazy. Now I'm just doing my base colors and putting everything in. This went by actually pretty fast. It was like one of the more speedy drawings I've done, which is really surprising because it felt like I was there forever. When I was coloring this, I knew I wanted all my colors to be really vibrant because, like, it's Sonic, it's a video game character. Like, there's no time for muted color palettes. So I made sure all my colors were vibrant, and it was really fun to render because of that. Of course, I had to draw him doing the iconic peace sign. For these drawings, I decided that I wanted all of them to have like racer jackets. I don't know, I guess it just, fit in my brain, and I really like that I did that because it makes them look cohesive, and like it kind of fits. It fits actually a lot. Then I did like a little decal on his jacket because I didn't want them to be plain, so I just added the Chaos Emeralds. And I know the Master Emerald is green, but like it was messing. I didn't like how it looked, so I just made it gray. But I kind of want to go back in and make it green again. Then I did my final touches, which was cleaning up the line art, coloring it, and adding backgrounds. And with that, he was finally done.
You're too slow!
So that was my Sonic drawing. Like I said, this was my favorite one out of all 3 of these. It just flowed really nicely. The process wasn't irritating. The only thing I would say is that I was really upset doing line art. I never do line art, and when I tried to do it this time, it was such a hassle. But overall, the process was fine. Now for our second character.
Chaos Control!
Now this drawing was the bane of my existence. It was so irritating because I kept like getting mini art blocks in between, so like nothing was coming out how I wanted it to come out, and I had to restart it like 3 times, and every time I would add a detail it wouldn't look right to me, so I would take it out. So I basically ended up with like a basic portrait, and like it looks okay, it looks fine, but Shadow is my favorite character, so like I wanted to do something like bigger, but I just decided for this video I'll just do this little piece of fan art, and when I'm feeling up to it I'll do a even better drawing of him because things always get better. So here I'm doing the sketch, and as you can see there's a hand right there and everything. I took that out. I don't know, I just really wasn't liking it, but now that I look back on it, it wasn't bad, and I don't understand. I was trying to figure out what hairstyle I wanted to give him. I considered an afro, but then I was like, it's okay because Shadow is a nonchalant dreadhead, so I just gave him dreads because it fits. It fits, and if you tell me it doesn't fit, you're lying. So yeah, I was really upset that this drawing just became like a simple portrait, I guess. But I mean, the color, I did like the colors. I'm trying to find like good things I liked about it. It was just really simple. I guess that was the only thing. I felt like I could do more, but it's not bad at all. So I'm finishing up the sketch here. I started to do line art, but no, that didn't work out because I remembered my previous endeavors with line art and it just didn't work out. I ended up only lining the face, which you see here, and then after that I just went straight into my colors. Here's where you see me lining the face, and that's all I lined. Line art is like my number one enemy. My number one enemy. In my also humble right opinion, Shadow is a brother, so of course I had to give him a dark skin tone. And like, I gave him dreads, like of course he was gonna have a dark skin tone. I think you guys can infer that. Then I started on his dreads. Yeah, I just colored them in dark, and I did I duplicated the layer and then put a clipping mask on so I could put the red in his hair. He also got a racer jacket. It was way more simple than Sonic's, of course. Here's where you see me start adding the red in his hair. Rendering, I like rendering dreads or locks because I like doing the little lines on it that makes it look like the hair is wrapped around each other, which is what dreads are. So that was really fun to do. So right here I'm just shading the hair. And now you see me adding that texture I was talking about. For all the red pieces of hair, I just used a lighter red to make it pop, and for the dark parts of hair, I just used a purple. After that, I colored in the ears. I realized that for all of these drawings, I didn't know whether I wanted to make them like human or like sorta human, but obviously I went the sorta human route because I just wanted to draw the ears. I have no excuse. I started on the eyes, and usually when I draw eyes, I literally just do a base color, a darker color, and a iris and a little highlight, but this time I added more detail and I actually like how it looks a lot. Then I started on the skin. You know, I go in when I'm rendering skin. I did not mean to rhyme that. Then I started just coloring in other things I had to do, like the lips and the mouth and stuff like that. Adding more details to the skin because it's my favorite part to draw. I gave him some piercings. I think I gave all of them piercings except for Tails. He's a goody two shoes. He doesn't have any piercings. And I colored my line art. I put in a background that I thought was suitable and tweaked it a little bit. And then I started adding my effects layers and all of that jazz. After tweaking all that, I was finally done.
Chaos control!
So that was my shadow drawing. I will definitely be redoing it. It's not bad at all. That's not what I'm saying. But the whole process of like having art block and then not having art block really just like took from the experience of drawing this. So I will be redrawing it and making it better because Shadow is my favorite character.
Tails? Tails? Tails!
I love Tails. I love Tails so much. And this drawing has added to the reason why I love Tails. This drawing took me 1 hour. I don't even know how that's possible. I've never done a drawing under 1 hour for real. So drawing this and then looking at the time and seeing 1 hour and 20 minutes, I was like, oh, okay. If I had one problem with this drawing, it would be the hand. I really did not know what I wanted to do with it, and then I drew this hand, and then like from there on the drawing just gave furry. Like I don't know, I just like cat girl pose, and I had to change that really fast. I think you will see me try to redo this like finger pointing pose like 6 times. I redrew that hand like 6 times. Oh my goodness, I've never struggled with hands because like hands are one of my favorite things to draw. Yes, I know I'm one of those crazy artists, but I struggled so much with the hand on this. Then I went to the hair and I made it all spiky because I was actually having trouble with the hair too. But then I realized I could just follow how Tails' hair is with the little 3 spiky things in the front, and then I just went off from there. Now I wanted to redeem myself and try line art again. That doesn't mean I enjoyed it. I succeeded in doing the line art, but I did not enjoy it at all. I think I genuinely just hate line art. Something about it just makes me upset and mad, but I did it nonetheless, and I think it kind of fits the video game style, having chunkier line art. So I tried it, and yeah, I mean, it doesn't look bad, but did I like the process? Absolutely not. I hate line art. So I was trying to be speedy with the line art. It wasn't much to line anyway, and like I try to keep my line art when I do it like streaky. And my favorite thing is lining the hair. I can line hair, no problem. That's no problem. But anything else, I just hate lining it. I hate lining it. Now I'm working on his ears. So yeah, as you can see, I decided to make all of them have ears. I just really wanted to draw them. I have no other excuse. Drawing his tails were fun. Like if I ever do another tails drawing, I'm gonna do one like full body so I can draw his tails, because like they're actually so fun. Then when I started coloring, like I immediately thought of Denji because of this color palette. Tails also had a racer jacket. It just looked different from Sonic and Shadows because I wanted them all to have like different attire but in like the same category, because obviously I didn't want them all to have the same outfit. Like that would have been weird. Here I'm coloring his tails. Literally the most fun part. I'm going to do a full body drawing of Tails. Then I moved on to skin, which is my favorite and easiest part of any drawing process. I was going to give him freckles, and now I kind of wish I did, because that would have fit so well. Next time I draw him, I'm gonna give him freckles. But right here I realized that I wanted to erase some of the undersketch. I usually keep my undersketch in my drawings and I just lower the opacity, but I feel like for some drawings it just doesn't work. Here I added more details to the face and did lips. I added my highlights and secondary colors to the hair. That's an easy process, and I like messing with filters to see how it would look. And then I also made the under part of his hair darker. This is where I started adding all my shadows to every part of the drawing. I like to do it in chunks. Like I do the face separately, and then everything else, all the shadows get done at the same time. Then here I'm adding details. I like to do hatching and then lower the opacity. I just feel like it looks really nice and cool, and it like gives me something extra to do if I feel like the drawing doesn't look finished enough or something like that. After that, I colored my line art, which means we're almost done. Then this is where I start adding my background, tweaking it, and then adding all of my effects layers. I really truly feel like effects layers is what can make or break a drawing. It just adds that extra oomph to it if you need it. And Miles is done.
Thanks, Sonic. I thought I was dead.
And this is the end of the video. Like I said, I will do a part 2 with the other characters. I think I'm gonna do Knuckles, Rouge, and Amy. And yeah, I really like doing this. I love Sonic, and thank you for watching.